Oh shit, he got some headphones.
I've always had headphones.
Now he's invested.
What's an investment? I just
I'm
hear
just
you
fucking with you.
better.
Oh, we're live now. We are live and in charge, baby.
I've got the big bopper, but it's all good.
It's not the Big
So
Bopper.
yeah,
The Big Bopper is out, not feeling the best tonight. But a lot of sporting news that we wanted to cover. A little bit about SummerSlam. Some of the big surprises that just happened. Some NFL news coming out, and then of course the big game down in Bristol, Tennessee, with the Reds and the Atlanta Braves. So I think we're going to start off with the Cincinnati Reds and Atlanta Braves tonight. So Matt, did you kind of hear what was happening down there on Saturday?
yeah. I like to go to Bristol Speedway for one of the biggest ever, like tennis records, and get your wieners with no hot dogs without any buns.
And
So,
don't forget the nachos without the cheese, buddy. Don't forget the nachos without the cheese.
oh, it's just the chips only.
Just the chips only.
So they look
Uh,
great, did
so yeah, I mean, it turned out it was a great concept, great idea. But I think MLB kind of dropped the ball on execution. Um, so the question is Bristol Motor Speedway is only, I think they have 2 races a year. It might only be 1 now, but um, and usually in NASCAR, fans can bring food and drinks into the stadium. So I don't know if that played a part in not having food with the nachos, or if it was just, it was a big rain delay.
yeah.
Everybody
Add,
went.
add what, 2 hours and 15 minutes on to a rain delay. The next thing you know, it's like, hey, let's all eat here and let's keep drinking. Did they run out of beer? I
I
did
didn't
not
hear
hear
anything
that part.
about beer. I heard water was an issue. I didn't hear about beer. I mean, NASCAR fans, that's all they drink anyway. Let's be honest. A bunch of redneck
Like,
people, and I'm one of them too.
Right that
So can't
right
say
neck
nothing.
Riviera. But also, what does Sunday feel like? So how they replenish overnight? They run out again, or I haven't heard crap from Sunday at all.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Sunday, so maybe they got some replenishments before the game. Because I think again, that track isn't used very often. So um, with the game being called on Saturday and then being restarted on Sunday, and there was already issues with food, did MLB finally make a change and get that uh, fixed? I didn't hear any complaints on Sunday.
Didn't hear nothing about that at all. Maybe because
Uh,
half the attendance left.
Yeah, I mean, Sunday, actually, the crowd looked on Sunday more than it did on Saturday, but I think a lot of it was people just ended up not going to the game because of the rain. They figured it was just going to be called anyway, which,
I mean, what's kind of, I don't know when the concert started, but I also heard it was a shit show during the concert too with Pitbull and Jake Owens. They only did a half-ass concert.
yeah, I didn't hear anything about the concert, but I heard Tim McGraw was good. I didn't hear anything about Jake Owen or Pitbull, but I think it was a great kind of concept, but execution of it definitely was not there. Hotels in the area, there's really not a lot. Um, Getting to the track, they said it was a little kind of a far walk, or the trams weren't running like people wanted. So
Well, let alone, let's say, like I was listening to Austin Elmore the other day from Tony Pike and him, and he was telling me like the fan zone, like if you just get in, like you check into this area, they're checking certain things, but like he just said he went around that because they asked him for like his passes and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, I don't have it. My friend has it on his phone." So he went down to the next entrance, and they just let him in. Then they went to concession stands line, and it was like an hour wait. Like, how do you not expecting the biggest crowd ever of 85,000 plus, and you're not ready for it? Come on now.
No, I 100% agree with you. Bad look on MLB's face for that. Again, I like the idea of trying something different and bringing more fans to a stadium because what normal baseball stadiums hold only 30 to 40,000 fans. Some at
Yeah,
45.
about 35K, probably at the most. But
So,
also, it's pretty cool. We go back to the Field of Dreams a couple years ago, and the Reds were involved out with the Yankees. Is that correct?
yep. I don't know if it was the Yankees, but yeah, they weren't involved with that.
So it's cool to have our heritage relate to like all these like good events that are breaking, the Field of Dreams, you know, in the middle of nowhere. You go to Bristol, you're at a NASCAR race rally, everybody's cool, having a great time, and yet our name is shit the bed at Bristol. So is Atlanta Braves, don't get me wrong, but I care less about that team.
Yeah.
But as a Cincinnati owner, what do you think about this? Do we go for it, doing this shit in the future? Because it looks like the rain delayed after one inning. We lost our starter that game. We're in a bullpen session the next day. Next thing you know, we're working. We don't have an off day for 10 more days after that. So what's going on? I mean, especially at the trade deadline. Then we get a big injury and Nick last night out on the 15 DL right now. Hunter's still out. So it's like, it doesn't scream an F you to us, but it's like, it sounds just like the Reds. Typical Cincinnati luck. It's not the Bengals, it's the Reds.
Yes, the Reds have had some major bad luck over the past few years, especially with injuries at the wrong time, not getting the hits when they need it at the right time, and it just seems like it's Cincinnati. That's all I can say. If you live in
It's kind
Cincinnati, you know what we're talking about.
heck yeah, if it's not the riots or the things going on downtown, it's sports.
Mm-hmm.
At least you're always entertained, at least with something. I mean, you gotta look at the bright side. Like these are like our starting staff. We got somebody that can come out of the bullpen and start, and like Nick Martinez, which is a
Yep.
great. For the Reds. So overall, now that depletes our bullpen a little bit, but like our starter going tonight, our starter's going 7 innings strong, and he's still going strong. He'll come out for probably another ninth inning here in the second, and the Reds are up 5-1.
Do they
Yeah,
keep him in there for the ninth inning?
why not? The guys that inning it. That's I would say what the Reds did at the trade deadline was pretty strong. I mean, they didn't get the big home run bat. They're just going young and youthful, and they're just Terry Franco's. He's pushing these boys. That's what he got to do.
Yeah, you definitely gotta push the boys, but I mean, I like some of their moves. Keandre Hayes, I thought it was a very interesting move for them. Very good defensively, but not a very good hitter. So I didn't
Well,
understand that one, but I know the kid wanted out of Pittsburgh. Um, we've got a very similar field, very similar style team. So I don't understand the Reds not trying to go for it. It seems like the last few years we've always been close, but we don't make the moves at the deadline, and then we fall off at the end of the year.
well, I see a couple of things happening. As simple as this: both your right field and left field, they haven't been established yet with like a proven like your home run hitter with RBIs. So you got two platoon situations. So in right field now, you got Fraley with Marte. I mean, basically what they're trying to say is, Marte, you got one more chance. It's the outfield and right field, or guess what? I guess it's bye bye because you are producing at third base. I mean, you go out and get a defensive gem like Hayes, who is best to none right now in the National
Well,
League at his position.
except for the
But
game
he
I
might
went
have a
to.
big. Well, yeah, because that's your bad luck, you know.
Yep.
But what did he do? What did he do against Atlanta? I mean, Atlanta put 8 runs on us in 1 inning. He had a 3-run homer to help us out his first game.
Well, yeah, that was the game I was at where he was part of the issue why they scored the 8 runs in that inning too. Where it's a routine ground ball to him and he misplays it, which ended up costing the Reds 2, maybe 3 runs in that inning too. But yeah, you're
But
right. He
again,
did come back. He made up for it when it cost us 3 runs, and then he hit a 3-run home run. So he
but I mean, give him a day or two to marinate, you know, to establish with this team and stuff like that. He knows how to play position. I mean, last night he made a huge out, huge out. I don't know if you watched the game last night, but he did a huge play at third base and threw the guy out at first base who missed the base, which would have tied the game. But our bullpen came in and took care of it.
Yep, no, I did see that play to where that was kind of crazy that the guy completely misses first base. They ruled him safe, got the video replay, and they ruled him out because he missed it. So
Also, I know since Little League, I was always taught run through the bag. Swanson, you're a Major League Baseball player with years of experience. Run through the bag. But thank you for the mistake last night.
or or do we go a little bit more diabolical on this and read too much into it? Was this a bet? Do we got some players fucking up on purpose to win a bet? The legal
Hey,
gambling. It's
I ain't
going
jumping.
rampant in the NBA right now.
I ain't
All these
jumping in that
NBA
shit.
players are getting caught lately, so
That's a different conversation for a different time there, Josh. So
I'll
let's
just
just
say
stick to we'll just stick to baseball and the fundamentals. He didn't stick to his fundamentals. He ran. How you skip a big toe over a freaking bag?
no, I
They
agree
run
with you.
through a bag. But I like what the Reds did at the trade deadline. They got a starting pitcher, you know, not bad, especially what we need right now with Hunter Green down again.
Yep. Yep, that is true. We did need another starter, so we got one. He's pitching pretty lights out tonight, so
I mean, I would say like earlier in the year, we're sitting here talking about like, hey, I think we got Hunter Green for a great contract. I think we did too. The guy has yet been healthy for a full season. Not to say he can't be dominant. He's great. But when you're missing 2 or 3 months out of the year because of something, you got to figure yourself out, man. I mean, if CC Abathia can pitch at 330 pounds,
mm-hmm.
sarcastically, and Hunter Green, you're coming in athletically looking, what's going on here, man? Come on.
I mean, you've
David
got a couple
Wells,
pitchers. You got David Wells, you had Bartolo Colon. So these
especially
guys were
pitching
able to
to
stay
their
healthy.
40s, pitching to their 40s.
Yeah, they stayed pretty healthy. They were dominant.
I mean, I
So
get it. They're not throwing 100 miles per hour. Don't get me wrong, but is that what you need to stop doing? You need to stop doing 100 miles per hour and go about,
I mean the
location, 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 or
I
what?
mean the greatest pitcher in baseball. I will say it. I think he is with Greg Maddux. He could pitch wherever he wanted to, and he didn't have to throw 95 miles. He averaged about between 90 to 92 miles an hour. His stuff was just good. He was location, like you said, um, and he knew how to pitch the corners. So when you can paint
You,
corners and you get the location that you need consistently, um, that's what makes a pitcher.
you are correct, man. He can paint that box like he's the best ever.
Yep,
And he might want to be one of the best ever, too. I mean, shit, he's in my top five of all pitchers of all time.
absolutely. So speaking
So
of
let's go.
pitchers,
Go ahead.
let's go to another field of choice with our great pitcher Joe Burrow throwing some footballs.
That's not really a pitcher. I get you.
I
I'm
know.
trying to win.
I was just
You
lumping them
try.
together. Talking a little bit of training camp with the Bengals, and some NFL news coming out the last few days. Bengals training camp. They just had all the fans come down on Saturday. Stadium looked pretty full from what I've seen pictures of. Not the upper bowl, but almost pretty much the whole lower bowl was filled.
Yeah, I saw a
So,
lot of people also pictures on Facebook tailgating beforehand. Who tailgates before practice? But hey, talk about practice.
hey, it's Cincinnati, man. We were ranked the drunkest fans in the NFL. I think we lost that title last year, but we were the drunkest 2 years ago, I do believe. So
Go big or go home, right? So what our
that's right.
slogan should be. Slogan?
That's right.
Slogan.
So Trey Hendrickson, I haven't really heard any news on that front. Still being held out. It sounds like the Bengals are starting to move a little bit on their numbers, though. I think they're starting to offer the second year full guaranteed. But Trey's sticking to his guns. He wants that 3 year. So my question for you, Matt, is what would you do for this? You've got a disgruntled player down in Dallas, Micah Parsons. Been asking for a new contract with Dallas. Seems like Dallas is playing hardball, doing the similar things that they did to CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. He's getting pissed off. He doesn't want to play. He's mentioned that he's been wanting to play with Joe Burrow multiple times. Do the Bengals, throw up, hey, how about this? We trade Trey Hendrickson, our first round pick next year, and a third round pick, our first and third round picks next year, and Trey Hendrickson. Do we throw something
Parsons?
like that for Micah Parsons?
I'm not breaking the bank on that. I'm sorry. Because to me, you're just throwing too much money away. Because he's going to expect 45K a year, or
Mm-hmm.
45K, 45 million, I should say.
Maybe, or does he take $35 million because he wants to play with Joe Burrow?
Well, that's also Joe Burrow got to fucking man up and says, "Hey, I'll take a pay cut if we get his ass."
Fuck
But
yeah.
let's just deflect a little bit off that question, and we'll run into it with this situation, and let's go back to our, I would say probably my remarks from one of our sessions ago, saying, "Hey, Trey Henderson, you signed a contract, man up." Let's give the guy some props, man. He's in camp. He's here with Shamar Stewart, and he's freaking sitting there teaching them. He's helping them out. Now he's not in gear, but he's also tutoring. It's better
Yeah.
than nothing. The guy's in camp. He's proven he wants to be here. He has shown his respect. I mean, I could eat my words and say, "Hey, I fucked up by talking shit," but the guy's here. He's doing his thing. You know what,
Well,
man?
is it that, or is it because
Bengals,
he's getting
pay him.
fined $50,000 for not showing up for practice?
I
So
don't give a
I think
shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit either way. He's here, man. He's putting his 2 cents with Shamar Stewart, and he's helping him out. He's paving the way for the future for our franchise. He's showing the respect. Maybe he doesn't want to be fan or what do you call that? Whatever. Pardon me. Maybe he does want to lose 50K, a day. Whatever. But guess what? He's here. He's trying. At least he's putting the effort behind it. What are we doing behind the scenes? We haven't heard shit. Again, all we want to
well,
because they don't want to give their business out there. But
yeah. I mean,
again,
the Bengals
Mike
have always been
Brown.
quiet.
We also got a shout out to Mike Brown. Happy 90th birthday.
No.
But exactly. Let's get your shit together, man. Let's get this person signed. We have the person in the house that wants to be with us. I get Parsons is the future, could establish himself with us, but does he really take a pay cut? I mean, that's like saying Chase and Higgins got to take a pay cut for this motherfucker to come here because that's a lot
Well,
of damn money you're gonna spend on him.
I mean, let's be honest. The Bengals kind of fucked themselves last year when they didn't sign T. Higgins. They didn't sign Jamar Chase when they had the chance to for a lesser amount. They fucked themselves
Josh,
on both of them deals.
I am above and beyond that. We're getting ready for a season to happen. Our two stud receivers, our stud quarterback, he's ready to go fucking full throttle on this shit. We got a preseason game coming up Thursday against the Eagles. I want to see this shit. I want to see all 3 preseason games. I don't think I've ever been invested in myself to watch preseason games where Joe Burrow's going to play in to see what happens. They're saying, hey, we should put bubble wrap around him for all 3 games. He wants to play. But I get it. But guess what? We have to go all in or nothing at all. This is just the way it is.
No,
I
I mean,
mean, go ahead.
I think with Priest, I think you're right. I think he's got to play. The Bengals are notoriously start really slow. So does a lot of the big star players in the NFL. Let's be honest, they don't play preseason anymore. When preseason was 4 games, what was the first game? The starters either played the first drive or they played the first quarter, right? Second game, they would play maybe a quarter and a half, 2 quarters. Third game, they would play pretty much the whole game. And the fourth game, they would sit out. Now it seems like the first game, the starters play maybe the first drive or the first quarter, and then they don't play the second or third game. And I think that has an issue with the starters. You're not getting your timing down. You're not getting your wind up. So I think that's affected Burrow and the team the last few years.
Well, also you're playing against our cornerbacks. Let's be realistic. But you get to play against some other cornerbacks who are probably stud-ish instead of our okay-ish. I mean, we got to see what Al Golden? Al Golden has to do this year. So let's see what he does, man. I mean, 25th ranked defense last year. We won the last 5 games last year. Maybe what was more offense, but I think defense played a big role in it too. I mean, you brought back a lot of players from last year's defense for the last 5 games, and that's what you're banking off of. Now you got Al Golden's system in there with our draft pick, who we got some young, fast, motivated defensive people.
Yeah, and I think that he let some of the younger players start to play, get more time at the end of the year too. And I think that is really what kind of helped drive the Bengals' defensive plays a little bit better than what they were all season. So
I don't know much about Al Golden's defense when he was at Notre Dame, but remember, he was our linebacker coach, and he was here when Wilson was here. And he's looking at Wilson to be the team captain. When you have that big C on your chest, man, it should mean a lot to drive. Because you also got to realize, too, we drafted 2 linebackers. One of those guys can take your position, Wilson. Now, this is where you pull the Tom Hanks out and yell, Wilson, we need you. Come on, Wilson.
Hey, Mr. Wilson.
Well, it's Dennis the Menace.
I know. I had to do that one, though. No, I think Logan Wilson, with him being back, I think that's definitely going to help the defense. Jermaine Pratt, I'm glad he's gone. I thought he was terrible last year. Yes, did he make a couple good plays? Yeah. He got lost in coverage way too many times. He took bad angles most of the time when people were running. So I think maybe it was just because he wasn't playing his normal position. And that was Logan Wilson's position. So
he had the most missed tackles for a team, but plus the most tackles for a team.
Yeah.
So he did his thing as a backup in a situation because he was a starter on the outside, but he moved to middle to be a starter right there, which is his typical position. But I get it. But guess what? We've moved on from that. We got younger with an older college guy in Knight. So I'm kind of excited about Knight, honestly, man.
I am too. I started looking at a lot of film on Knight, and he's actually a pretty good stud. Same thing with the kid from Clemson. I thought he was looking at him playing too. He was a really good linebacker too.
Well, see, that's what I'm looking at from Barrett. Barrett is like an all-around. He's our future Logan Wilson. He's going to be our middle linebacker in the future.
Yep.
He's left to right, north to south, like tackler. The only thing is he's a little smaller than Demetrius Knight, where Demetrius Knight is just a wrecking ball. He goes right through the offensive guards and defense or offensive tackles. Like he'll plant his ass in there. So I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing to avoid injury? But you know what I like? I like the way the Bengals went out and got a veteran and Eagles guy. I forget his name. Orban or something like that.
Yeah.
Burks. But
Yeah, it
they
was
got
Burks.
he's 30 years old. He's been around the league, good veteran in the backside. Then they got Barrett too. Barrett can probably play both positions. You know, we start
I
out
think,
with we start out with three linebackers, but we essentially move after second down to two linebackers. Pretty much play the rest of the game like that.
and I think that TJ Slayton's really going to help on the defensive tackle and um, one of the best run stuffers that Green Bay had and in the league at that. So I think that lining him up next to BJ Hill, I think that's going to really help our defense too. So the ends are what kind of worries me is getting to the quarterback. Are we going to be able to get to the quarterback?
Well, let's see. The last 5 games of the year, um, you got to help me with here with names, so I always forget. Been drinking a little bit, but who's the guy that's always hurt? Third round draft that we got from Texas.
Miles Murphy.
No,
Oh, that he
that
was a
that
first round.
is first rounder. Come
Third
on,
rounder. Oh, Joseph Asai.
just to the side. He got 5 sacks in 5 games towards the end of the year last year. Okay, now as of right now on our depth chart, he's starting him and Miles Murphy. Miles Murphy is either approved or he's a bust. So he got some motivation. You got a young rookie coming in, Stewart, 6'7", 265 pounds, with a young motor at 21 years old age, and he has a lot of characteristics to get to the backfield. His motor is not stopping, it seems like, which is great.
Yep.
Him and Miles Murphy eventually starting, or Trent Henderson and Stewart starting. I like how these guys came back and they have to prove themselves. Just an aside, 1 year, $7 million. Prove your shit, then go out there and get your big contract somewhere else.
Yep. Yep.
If
Still,
not, you go ahead.
so it still worries me if we don't sign Trey. It does worry me with the defensive ends, and if we can't get pressure. Yeah, I think Stewart's motor. Yes, I think that's really going to help. But I guess we'll find out. We will see.
I mean, we'll see starting Thursday night, man, because I think Stewart and I don't see Osai playing a lot of snaps. I see Stewart and Murphy playing a lot of snaps.
Yep.
Then I also like our defense, and we got drafted last year, Cedric Johnson. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm following. I think our draft class last year was pretty fucking solid, man. These defense ends we got the last couple of years. I mean, are they solid starters? Probably not. Can they hold you together and get some shit done? Yeah. I mean, Cedric Johnson's what, 6'3", 265 pounds. He's a good pass rusher. Not the best, but he also has arm length of almost 7 feet long. Bat down the ball. And that's one of
Yep.
the big things they've been trying to practice this year, is batting down more balls this year.
Yeah.
Uh,
So to kind of answer your question before about Al Golden with Notre Dame, really good defensive coordinator. He held a lot of big teams to not scoring. The only team that kind of really put it to Notre Dame was Ohio State with that offense. It it didn't seem like they had an answer for Ohio State.
I mean, I agree, but you gotta go back. You know college football more than me because I'm not a big college football fan, but I'll watch it. It's good. But they also lost to a shitty team. Was it Eastern Illinois or something like that, or
Yeah, like
Western
Northern.
Illinois?
Yeah, but that was that they lost like 10. It was a low scoring game. Their Notre Dame just couldn't score. If they would have scored, they should have won that game.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they still made the playoffs. I get you. They still did good.
yeah,
Got
no,
to the finals.
yeah, the defense played really well. Like I said, the only team they couldn't seem to stop was Ohio State. But we look at the playoffs, nobody stopped Ohio State. They were just on a different level. I think he got a little exposed in that game with the receivers. How he played against Ohio State's receivers. The
Yeah.
defensive line, defensive tackles, linebackers, I think all played exceptional. I think it was just the back end with them. So I'm excited to see what he's going to bring. I'm glad we don't have Lou. I never was a big fan of Lou. I thought he should have been fired years ago, but That's just me.
I don't think he should have fired. I
I
mean,
think he should have fired.
the guy had head coach expectations for a lot of teams when we made the playoffs.
Yeah,
Again, playoffs. We're talking about playoffs.
yeah. I mean,
So,
he got you go back to when he was with the Dolphins. He got fired or let go because his defense wasn't very good. He comes to the Bengals the first couple years. First year, absolutely terrible. Second year, absolutely terrible. That was, I think, Burrow's first year. Then the second year, that's when they started clicking with the defense. But we signed the right players on the back end. You know, we signed veterans. I think that's kind of what helped him propel that defense. And we're the only team to kind of stop Patrick Mahomes. That was it. We played. You go back to both them games. We were down 21-0, and then come out in the second half. We stop them. We don't let them score. Both times we beat Kansas City that year. Once in the regular season, then once in the playoffs, the Super Bowl. The defense on the first half wasn't
not
very
a Super
good.
Bowl, but the AFC champ, the NFC champ, or AFC champ.
No, I said to get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, I get this.
So that was really the only time Lou really showed out. And then the next year after that, then his defense started tanking again. So I just never was a big fan of him. Is he a good coach? Maybe, probably. I just personally wasn't a fan of him.
Well, we also got to look at we also didn't sign some of our big free agency rookies or draft picks, I should say. You know, Jesse Bates.
Oh, we let him walk.
That would have been. I mean, that would have been a huge signing. But again, that's the Bengals being the Bengals.
Yep.
But we're gonna move on to that. I mean, we got a great season ahead of us. Both our receivers, both our quarterbacks signed long term. You know, I'm looking. I mean, I don't know if you're looking at it, but I'm looking at two people to tear it up on Thursday night. That is Jalen Fairchild, and that is I gotta look at this other guy real quick. Give me a second.
I kind of want to see that running back too, Taj Cole or
Taj Harris.
Yeah. So I think
Taj Harris.
I think that'll be an interesting back. Maybe he comes the 1-2 back behind Chase Brown. Maybe he overtakes P. Ryan. So the guy's got a fucking motor. The guy hits the hole. And he was a really good back in the SEC. So
I'm looking at the Bengals depth chart right now on ESPN.com. They got Cordell Wilson starting at left guard, which I don't think it's going to happen. But it's all messed up.
Well, that's
But
because
my boy-
Lucas Patrick got hurt as of now. So
at left guard, they got him. So Lucas Patrick is still at right guard. But anyway, so this is probably all messed up. Anyway, so my boy I want to see make this goddamn team is Jackson Kirkland. He's out of Washington. He's a Husky. I mean, like I said, I don't know freaking football, college like that. The dude's 6'7", 320 pounds, undrafted free agent for us. Stuck out with us last year, or last 2 years. So last year he played, I think I want to say a 6-man like swing guard type situation. He plays tackle and guard, but he injured his bicep earlier in the year and was lost for the year. I'm banking at him to be our backup at our left guard.
what about
Honestly,
the kid from Texas? Dude was like 300 and something pounds. One of the guards. He's got a lot of promise.
Tackle.
No, he was offensive line. Because we were talking about being beefy on the offensive line. I think he was going to play right next to Mims.
Behind Mims?
No. Was it the right guard?
I mean, right guard, all they got is Cody Ford and Lucas Patrick right now on my depth chart right here, Sean.
Gotcha. There was a kid we drafted out of Texas.
We drafted the guy out. Now, wasn't out of Texas. It was out of Florida, like Jalen Rivers.
Oh, maybe it was Florida.
Yeah, he's out of Miami. So
That's
Philip
it. Yeah,
Rivers
no,
is
I'm
sick.
sorry. It was out of Miami.
Don't get me wrong, man. This guy has a great opportunity to start. I mean, you heard about Mims the other day, right?
I heard he was holding some people back.
No. Holding some people back, but he hurt himself in practice the other day again. I mean,
Oh,
the hand that he broke last
yeah.
year is giving him some more problems this year. So he sat out practice for like 3 straight days. He's
No.
wearing a soft, from what I heard, he's wearing a soft cast toe when he's not practicing. But he's saying he's going to play. It don't matter what because his job and only job is to protect Joe Burrow, which
Yep.
I fucking love to hear that shit.
Exactly. I mean, he's got it. He's got it tough too. I mean, he's gonna. We're in a division to where they have really good pass rushers. He's gonna have to face T.J. Watt twice a year. He's gonna have to face Myles Garrett twice a year. Um, I,
The one thing I love about that is
Baltimore's defensive ends are pretty good too. So
me and my wife were just talking about tonight. I think we're going to the first game, the Cleveland Browns game. That's going to be our away game this year. And the fact that Garrett's the first game of the year and the last game of the year, I'm not even worried about it because the first game of the year, it's not the biggest game of the year, but the last game of the year also probably doesn't mean shit if we're contention. So it's
yeah, I mean the
I love it.
first game of the year is going to be really important for the Bengals this year. Not so much at Cleveland, but for the Bengals, it's going to be very, very important.
As a
So,
whole team, yes, as a whole team, because they need to come out and prove this shit right away.
like, hey,
I mean, think about
we're
it.
not starting in the
Your
hole.
your first two games against Cleveland and Jacksonville, you should be fucking taking that
2-0.
shit home.
Yep.
I'm not gonna sit here and be one of those guys in the fucking locker room and said, "Hey, playoff, or we're gonna start off 2-0." I'm just gonna go down and go to the games and enjoy myself, and I'm just gonna keep my fucking heart beating.
Yep. Speaking of other teams, Chicago Bears has kind of been in the news the last couple of days. Yesterday, with Caleb Williams kind of throwing a fit during practice, and then also there was a big trade today. Keenan Allen is going back to the Chargers. So to me, this feels like is Caleb Williams going to be the next big bust?
I mean, you got a good head coach now. Finally, I mean, I can't remember his name off the top of the head, but he's the offensive
Ben
coordinator
Johnson.
for Detroit. Ben Johnson. There you go. I mean, he's done wonders for the Detroit Lions the last couple of years. I mean, Jared Goff was not a. I think Jared Goff in general is solid across the board. I mean, he took the LA Rams to. I think he took them to the Super Bowl, correct? Or lost.
Yeah. Yep.
But then they decided to trade for Matt Stafford, and they took them to the playoffs or to Super Bowl and they won. But I mean, Goff, solid dude. I mean, offense up there, solid also. But they had one of the better offensive lines. If Ben Johnson's offensive line can protect Caleb Williams, I think it'll be okay. Honestly, I do really do.
So, and
But
the kind of the reasons why I'm asking this question is if you go back to college, I know you're not a big college fan. When he was at Oklahoma and then USC, Caleb Williams would kind of make plays with his feet, going out of the pocket, having people miss, and just throwing the ball up. And luckily, his receivers were there. Reminds me a lot of Johnny Manziel when he played.
or let's go. Well, let's go to an NFL quarterback, Jake Plummer, out of the pocket.
Kind of, but I mean, I think Jake was more disciplined. But I mean, I think Caleb Williams reminds me of a lot of Johnny Manziel to where he would try to run, make plays if the pocket broke down. And it seems like he's not accurate with what his short throws. That was kind of one of the knocks on him coming out of college. Is he just wasn't accurate with the short, middle, intermediate throws. Him not being
Again,
able to like you've got a net and you've got your three little spots that most quarterbacks should make. He missed them like crazy. Like you're getting paid $20 million a year. The franchise quarterback, you should be able to make them throws in practice. You're not under the gun. You don't have rushers coming at you.
Like I said, I haven't heard the whining and crying about the Bears lately. The only whining and crying I heard this offseason was about Cincinnati going to Chicago because they were going to buy us out. But whatever. But the whole Caleb thing, saying he's a rookie last year. Did he have the best offensive line last year? Not really. Then you go to Johnny Manziel, you're comparing to, which I can get
Yeah,
because
but
you're
you
going to
had
college.
Justin Fields there before.
Hold on, but you're doing your college thing again, which is fine. I'm cool with that because I can understand it. I watch a little bit here and there. But Johnny Manziel also played for the Browns.
Cleveland.
So I mean, look at what's called down in Tampa Bay on all cylinders firing it up.
Baker Mayfield, which I thought Cleveland should have never traded him. I thought he played really well when he was in Cleveland with the talent that he had. I mean, they should have, the year that they had a chance to go far in the playoffs, they were beating Kansas City pretty handily, and they let Kansas City come back and beat them. They should have won that game.
Plus, he was into the city. He was commercials. He was the guy that was Cleveland Browns, besides Garrett, who was the other quarterback, but on the defensive side. I mean, like I said, you compare apples and oranges all day long, but let's just be realistic. I mean, Cleveland's a shit show. Chicago's been a shit show. But now you get Ben Johnson there. Ben Johnson's going to solidify that offensive line, which he did in this draft and last year's draft, but that wasn't him last year. But your offensive line is going to take you a long way to protect that quarterback. Also, let's remember, like, Caleb Williams was a rookie last year. He is a franchise quarterback, which the NFL puts a lot of pressure on these quarterbacks coming out of the draft right away because you don't have to pay them $50 million and you can win on a cheap ass quarterback or cheap ass contract with the quarterback.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got another rookie quarterback that played last year in Bo Nix, and he played lights out. Yeah, I understand it's two completely different organizations, two different spots. They were both rookies. Bo Nix is being talked as a top 5 quarterback right now.
You could say also the same thing about Jalen Daniels. Made the playoffs. Whooped everybody's ass last year. Look at that! What he did for that franchise. Now again, you got a bitch ass fucking wide receiver being a dramatic drama queen. Say, hey, pay me.
I want money,
motherfucker. You got a chance to goddamn go out and win a Super Bowl right now. They traded for Deebo Samuels and the other receiver. I get what you're saying, man. Get your ass in gear. You signed the contract. Again, we can go back to the Trey Hendrickson thing. Said, hey, you know what? You signed the contract. Stop being a bitch about your situation. I get it. The only reason you scored those touchdowns last year is because your quarterback threw the ball to you. You finally got a quarterback to make you better. I mean, that's like Joe Burrow with Chase. Who makes Chase? Does Chase make himself or does Burrow make Chase? I think it's an equal situation.
I think that's equal, yeah.
Because Jake Browning also did the same thing when he was out and injured.
Yep.
So, again, Terry McLaurin, man the fuck up. You got your contract. Go play the goddamn game. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of just made my point there with Jaden Daniels too. There was a lot of talk about Jaden Daniels going number 1, and Chicago picked Caleb Williams. I personally think, looking at both players and how they're acting, Jaden Daniels was the franchise player. He was legit. And if you look at both Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix, they stayed in college for 5 years. Caleb Williams went three and out. He just wanted to get his bag of money. And he got his bag of money.
He also played for multiple colleges too. Correct?
And he also... So this is what a lot of people don't realize is you go back to that game the bowl game USC was in when Caleb Williams was in college. Caleb Williams said he's going to sit out. The players that played in that game were happy that he sat out. They didn't want him on the team. They didn't see him as a leader. So it begs the question, what kind of players did Chicago get? And that's why I think he's going to be a bust. And I think Bo Nix has overtaken him. Jaden Daniels has definitely overtaken him. The other quarterbacks we really didn't get to see a lot of. So we'll see. And then the other Chicago news, like I said, was Keenan Allen getting traded to the Chargers.
He didn't get traded as a free agent.
No, he got traded.
Okay, I didn't hear that part, but I thought he was a free agent.
No, he had 1 year left with Chicago. So does that make the Chargers a legit threat for the AFC West this year? Do you think they overtake the Chiefs?
So when you text me that, I was kind of reading up on it, and they said, is it Ladd McConkey, or how do you pronounce
Ladd
his last name
McConkey.
exactly? McConkey. So they said he plays a lot of slot. And they were also saying, what does Keenan Allen play a lot of slot?
You were right. Sorry.
You got Mike Williams, who retired after 7 seasons. Guy, don't get me wrong, the guy was a beast when he was with Chargers, but obviously he didn't work out with the other two teams, the Jets. And they got traded to Pittsburgh last year?
Yep.
So, wish-you-wash, retire, man. You did your thing. Congratulations. Not mad about the guy. But with Keenan Allen, he has 11 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls. I mean, if he can adjust to the outside and let somebody else do his thing, I mean, you never know what could happen. They don't have a bad quarterback over there. They really don't.
No, they got a good quarterback.
I mean, I don't think is he a top 10 quarterback? I think he is. Number 10. But that offensive line is a stud over there, man. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I'm saying. They got that running back that's coming in. So they got a new running back. That's a rookie.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. They've got receiver help.
Harris.
Yeah, they got
new coach from last year.
Same offensive line is getting better. The only thing I think they really lost was Joey Bosa on the outside.
Not really. I mean, Joey Bosa was injured the second day of a training camp with Buffalo Bills.
So
I mean, just the fact I like to see. It's sad to me. But again, I'm not a big college football fan.
Yep.
But you're giving props to the Chargers, and who's their coach?
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, Mr. Michigan.
Hey, I will say this to the day I die. I would have loved for the Bengals to fire Zach Taylor and hire Jim Harbaugh. I'll say it, and I'll continue to say it.
Probably have one of the best fucking offensive lines and fucking running back situations ever.
I think Jim Harbaugh is a absolute stud of a coach. Yes, he's going to have some stuff on his resume with cheating at Michigan, but we'll see how all that comes out. I mean, I'm surprised the NCAA hasn't announced anything. The investigation's been done. They have all the paperwork, but they haven't announced anything. But
his backup coach, I don't even know his damn name from Michigan, but he took the blunt.
Yep.
He took all the suspensions.
Sharon Moore.
And guess what? He gets to pick his own games when he sits out.
That's funny. Oh, I mean, I would purposely sit out
why I'm not a fan of college football.
Well, I mean,
he gets to sit out the games he wants to. You kidding me?
Just
come on. Lay a hammer down on somebody.
Exactly. Speaking of laying the hammer down on somebody. Go ahead.
I know you're going to transition to wrestling, but I want to talk about one little thing before we go to wrestling. So, Minnesota, they're big on J.J. McCarthy this year. We're talking about Michigan.
Yep.
So that's why I want references. Jordan Addison suspended for 3 games for his DUI last year. Justin Jefferson, hamstring injury. How do they do, man? I mean, that's a tough division to make the playoffs. You know, Detroit,
well,
Green Bay,
third game of the year.
They were very strong last year.
Third game of the year is against who? The Bengals.
I couldn't tell you. Oh, I mean,
Their game of the year is against the Bengals. So,
Minnesota?
yep.
Oof.
So, for them, that Jordan Addison, that's a huge loss for them in that game. Justin Jefferson, the hamstring, just depends on how long it's going to actually linger, you know?
Well, they said it wasn't a second degree or a third degree situation like tear, I would say, in his hamstring. They just said he tweaked it, but
Yeah.
you never know how long shit takes.
Yeah, if he's
The
out,
receivers need their hamstrings.
yeah, if he's out and Addison's out, that team's in a lot of trouble this year. So, but we'll see. We'll see how JJ McCarthy's basically going to be a rookie this year. He got injured last year, so
In the first game of practice.
so we'll see.
The first game?
I
First
think it was preseason.
Preseason.
Yeah, I think he got hurt in preseason. And he was one of them top 10 picks in for the draft last year too. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays because Minnesota traded up to go get him. So
Correct. I mean, I would love to get into some fantasy football, but I like the way your thought was going by laying the hammer down. Let's talk some
SummerSlam. Man, was I super, super pumped. Hey, the first night, the ending, you had CM Punk dethroned Gunther, which I think was planned anyway because Gunther's legitimately hurt, so he needed time off. So you had to take the title off Gunther anyway.
What happened to Gunther? Because I haven't heard this.
It was just announced. That's why on like Monday he said he had a spectrum fracture in his face. But reading it, it was all planned because he actually was dealing with a legit injury in his face. In his nose, I guess there's an issue with his nose, so he needed some time off. So that was the best way to get him some time off. But CM Punk winning the title, super excited about it. After I think 13 years, he gets the title, and then
To be CM Punk again. I mean, come on, let's be honest. CM Punk is nothing to WWE but a paid millionaire.
Oh, 100%. He's there for the fans. He doesn't need the title. He's already came out and said he doesn't care about having the title. I thought it was just a cool little segment. Hey, you know what? You finally got your opportunity. You finally won the title. Good for you. The ruse of all ruses, which absolutely was shocking, was the return of Seth Rollins. Apparently faking the whole knee injury. And turning up, cashing in Money in the Bank, taking the title. Fantastic book, story writing. Super excited about that.
That was night one.
That was night
That's
one.
That's the funny thing. So night one, honestly, intrigued me a lot more because, it started off with is it OTC?
Yeah, OTC and J.
So,
Uso!
4 letters, 1 word. I mean, get it piped up. You know what I'm saying? So
that match was good. I thought Braun Breaker came out looking like a stud. That dude is the future. I have a feeling long-term storyline is Paul Heyman's going to turn on Seth Rollins with Braun Breaker. I think that's the long-term story.
We'll quote that now, but I don't care. But did you watch Monday Night Raw at all tonight or last night?
Oh, you gotta can't go to Monday Night Raw until you get to Sunday with that big news.
We'll talk about Sunday, but we're talking about the same situation with Seth Rollins. I just think it's fucking hilarious. You got the big Australian man. What's his goddamn name?
Bronson Reed. Big Bronson Reed. Tsunami!
But with the shoes around his neck. What's it called?
Shuafala.
The Shuafala.
Shulafala.
Dude, I had to rewatch Monday Night Raw today for just a little bit, just to catch up with some shit. And dude, when they said they had the Shuafala, I fucking lost my shit in my head, dude. That fucking is fucking hilarious because I didn't realize he took his shoes for a second time
Yep.
last night. I mean, let's be honest, that's fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say it's fake as fuck, whatever, the timeline, but WWE entertaining as fuck, how stupid it is sometimes, but it's the stupid stuff that attracts us. That's the media this day and age. So why not go with it and say, hey, that's fucking hilarious. He's wearing around his neck too, like, shoot fella. But let's go back to what you were saying. Let's get to the end of Sunday night,
Sunday night.
Yeah, yeah. You had was it the women's triple threat Sunday night?
Yeah, that was Sunday. The Io Sky, Rhea
Or was
Ripley.
that Saturday?
No, I think that was Sunday.
That was Saturday. That was Saturday.
Okay, I missed that match, unfortunately.
That was Saturday. So Jimmy Uso's wife, we're gonna do
Naomi
won the Naomi won the title, regained it, or no?
She retained it.
Regained the title back and retained it. So I mean, good for her, man. The storyline good for her. A veteran's been around for a long ass time. Keep it building up. But that's kind of like I kind of wonder about that shit sometimes because it's just like, do you want to go to a youth moment or you want to keep these like older people going and going and going? Because again, John Cena is on his way out. So let's just go Sunday. He fought against the American Dream.
Cody Rhodes.
Or American Night Dream, I should say. Not American Dream. And American Night Dream won. So then who reappeared out of nowhere?
The shock heard around the world. This video had 75 million views in 12 hours after that. The Beast, Brock Lesnar, returns. I think that was the biggest shocking moment in probably wrestling history in a long time. No one expected that. I didn't expect it with all the stuff behind the scenes with Vince McMahon and the lawsuits, because Brock was apparently part of that, but wasn't never named in documents, but it was highly touted that he was that person. So, but I got chills.
I was lost for words, man, when he came out here. As soon as you heard the Beast and Cards music, just like Saturday night, hearing Seth Rollins music coming out. Then he threw his crutches out, ran down the ring, did his thing, won the belt. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, Saturday night fucking made my night because to see CM Punk win the fucking belt, didn't lose it right away, it got me back into wrestling again. It really did. Because it's not the bloodline, but we're back at the Seth Rollins, Revolution guy, and his gang. Whatever you want to call their gang.
The Vision. They're called the Vision now, apparently.
The Vision. Whatever, it's fine. That's great for WWE. But the fact that CM Punk is just an outcast again, golden. And it made Monday night even better because there was a fight between LA Knight and Seth Rollins for the belt. And guess who interferes? CM Punk. LA Knight loses his belt. Loses his title because he punched Seth Rollins in the face. So outside interference.
Yep. Now I think
LA Knight's gonna be pissed now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired of the CM Punk Seth Rollins feud. I think that's gone on way, way, way too long now. We've had almost a year of it. It was fine with the Drew McIntyre because CM Punk was injured at the time, and McIntyre kept it going. Completely fine. The whole thing with Seth Rollins is starting to get a little dated. I like to see different challenges to Seth Rollins. That's why I was excited about LA Knight when he came out on Monday night and challenged him. I thought, to be honest, I thought that was a perfect opportunity for them to put the title on LA Knight. Whether hook, crook, or whatever. That was a perfect time to where, Seth Rollins came in and won at the very last minute. Okay, you've got Braun Breaker, you got Big Bronson Reed banned from ringside. Easily.
Both of them.
You could have had Roman Reigns come out, shock the shit out of Seth Rollins, and then LA Knight wins, takes the title, and then you set up the whole. Now you've got the title off Seth Rollins. Now you can continue the feud with Big Bronson, Braun, and Seth Rollins, and you can have it with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso. So you could have had that going on through Survivor Series.
I honestly look at this. I don't know what the future looks like because one person I didn't see at Monday Night Raw was Jey Uso. So is this time where he takes a little bit leave of absence? Because Triple H has always been golden on this shit by saying, "Hey, you know what? Take some time off. Be with your family a little bit." And I think Jey Uso had his 4 letters, 1 word, yeet moment. Yeet. It was the best thing going on, just like the Yes movement. So, I mean, unless he's back next Monday night, maybe he's just taking a week off. Who knows? But I think I see the Yeet guy off for a week, at least. But let's go back to like the Sunday night main event. John Cena passing his fucking belt on to, because he already broke the record, obviously, 7 times. He broke
Ric Flair's
whose record again, was it? Ric Flair's record, 16-time championship.
Yep, so number 17.
So supposedly it was John Cena's idea, from what I read online, to bring Brock Lesnar back so they have a feud.
I mean, I could see that.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Why not?
It's money. That's why.
It sells, dude.
Yep.
I mean, the guy's out 2 years, has fucking things you're hearing about him. What the fuck does Brock Lesnar care about, man? I guarantee Triple H will hear it.
Here's some money.
$3 million. Fight 2 matches this year, call it a day. I mean, look at Goldberg's last match.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on now.
Now,
against really?
I kind of wish they would have kept the belt on Cena. I think if they would have had, I know what they did. They had to turn Cena to a face again. That face turn was kind of shitty on just a random Friday. You're right, Cody. I'm back. I'm gonna get John Cena. That was 15 years ago. I love these fans. Like you're turning face like that. I didn't think that was a smart move. I think he should have probably held the belt. Then you have Brock Lesnar come out. And then you get them with the title matches. And you got to heel John Cena, and then you're going to have a face Lesnar instead of the opposite.
Not the opposite with you. I don't know if I'm following you correctly, but maybe we'll mess here in a second. But let's follow that along. So he went heel with The Rock.
Correct.
The Rock is the last boss. So he is the last save. And at SummerSlam, you didn't see shit from The Rock. Which I thought when I would have saw came out and maybe beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes or something like that. And maybe say, hey, I won the title now.
So did you watch...
Maybe.
Did you watch SmackDown the night before?
I did not.
So that's where you're missing a little bit of the storyline. To where John Cena came out and basically turned face. And not the heel.
He was done from heel.
He turned from a heel to a face on Friday night. And then
when I saw him shake Cody Rhodes' hand before the match, I was like, this is going in a different direction. But then Brock Lesnar showed up. There's your heel.
Correct.
and there's your. So I can see what you're putting together.
Yeah, I wish it would have went
So
the opposite. I wish they would have kept Cena a heel, and then you had Lesnar as your face.
I don't know. I mean, he broke the record already, so you got John Cena who broke the record already. SummerSlam is one of your biggest events before WrestleMania, after WrestleMania. Your next one, I mean, Survivor Series is your next one, but Survivor Series isn't what it used to be. I mean, your next big one's the Royal Rumble, I would think. I think you agree with me on that.
Yeah. I mean, the next big one is actually the Clash in Paris is the next big one, I do believe.
I
But
mean,
not the main ones. It's not one of the main ones.
yes.
So the main ones, you got the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, or WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. That's your 4 big PLEs.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking about his next pay per view is it's like John Cena's not going to be in that one, but he'll be in the Survivor Series. It'll be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar because I think John Cena brought back Lesnar, which from what I read. But again, who knows what's
that? I think that's going to be Clash in Paris. I think that's going to be your main event for that.
It could be. It could be. I guess I don't know yet.
So
I mean, that's in 20 days.
Something like that. I think that's what logically makes the most sense. Because you got that, you got another pay-per-view, and then you got Survivor Series. So you've got at least 2 more pay-per-views to get through before Survivor Series.
Yeah. So it's like, hopefully we get through them. I mean, with Brock Lesnar being back, I think he's on like a 1-year deal, probably at the most.
Probably. I mean, he's getting up there in age too. So I think as he's retiring, but you gotta look at these. Like what I was thinking about the other day is like you gotta look at some of these freaking superstars that almost on the brink of retiring. Roman Reigns, Orton, The Miz. Miz is pretty much out probably right now. So it's like that's 3 big names. And Cena. Yeah.
Then you got Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I mean they're counting on Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, LA Knight. I mean Jimmy and Jey Uso, they're getting up there too. So let's not forget they're getting up there in age too. I think they still have some time though. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, they're relying on all these guys to kind of step up.
If Kevin Owens come back from his neck injury, I mean,
yep,
he has severe neck injury, so as long as his infusion's good and ready to go, let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm a big Kevin Owens fan.
They're counting Braun Breaker. The Braun Breaker's the next big marketable guy that they're banking on. So he's their next big star. I think they've got a guy down at NXT, Obafemi. I think that dude's legit. That dude's a beast.
That's a big black dude who's like huge as shit.
Yeah, he was a former NFL player. So
I did not know that.
Yep.
So I don't watch NXT as much like I used to, but hey, up and coming. I know he's had a belt for a while. I know that much.
But I mean, that's the only big star that NXT really has, which it's kind of scary. But I mean, they've got a couple other shows. They're starting to bring. They're starting to kind of get that minor league going to get to NXT, and then so these guys from NXT can make the jump to the main roster. So
for sure.
I think the women's division is in better shape than the men's division right now. Well, with the talent coming up, there's so much talent down at NXT in the women's division that, I mean, it far beats the men's division.
There's so much talent going on now with the women's division that, like, the older ladies, Charlotte Flair, Seth Rollins' wife,
Becky Lynch,
Naomi. I mean, are they going to be around much longer? What's going on? I mean, like
Becky Lynch.
I
think she's hit and miss.
Well, I think the WWE is throwing so much money around to her. I mean, come on, she's had her first child. You don't think she wants to be at home with her first child? Come on, I mean, they give the first 2 years off with their first child. But they have to be throwing some money around with her and Seth Rollins going around.
Mm-hmm.
That that Becky Lynch and him are the face of the show. Now they're bringing one of the Bellas back. I mean, I love how they're going old school a little bit, but keep up with their freaking new
Oh, did
school.
you
You know,
watch
it's the
that
Io
promo?
Sky.
Did you watch that promo with Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella? That probably was one of the best lines with Nikki Bella and Johnson when she mentioned John Cena can't see you. Oh, that was great TV right there. That was
I
fantastic.
mean, let's be honest. If you're a WE fan, man, you lost your shit.
Yep,
Like,
I
as in,
definitely did.
you're laughing your ass off. Because you know what? She also did it, and she took it like a champ.
Yep,
But the Chief shot me afterwards. I get it. But Becky Lynch, man, that was golden.
pure
That's what
gold.
you want for entertainment.
Yep.
It's your gold. Exactly, man. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. I mean,
Nope.
it is what it is. But you had the right person to say it. But is she ready to pass it on now? Or
I
because
mean, I think so. I think she knows. I mean, that's why she's not really in the title picture, right? She's doing the mid title to kind of start bringing these younger generation girls up, like Laya Valkyria. That's who she just faced over at SummerSlam. She really propped her up. Lyra's kind of just floundering on the roster and not really doing anything, and then they had the Intercontinental tournament. She ended up winning, and then kind of floundered, and then Becky Lynch came in the picture and it brought her up. It brought her up big time. So big time Bex, baby.
I agree, did not disagree at all. So, but I think we're hitting our mark
Yeah, I
though.
think we got
It's
our
gonna be 2 minutes.
hour in here. So I think we're gonna we just want to thank everybody for watching, listening to Idiocracy Talk Radio. Sorry our producer is not here today. Feeling a little under the weather, so hopefully he's better by next week, and then we'll talk a little preseason Bengals next week since they play on Thursday. Preseason starts this week, so we'll have some content, baby. We'll have some tough stuff to talk about.
And for maybe some of you fantasy guys out there, we'll be talking some fantasy football too. That's coming. It's just around the corner.
That we can.
I mean, it seems like a big fantasy football league year coming up soon. A couple weeks. And after that, it's the best time of the year.
Yeah, I got 2
Football.
drafts, the 23rd and 24th coming up. So, and if we bring our league back this year, if anybody's going to play in it.
I hear you. But Joe, it's good to hear from you again. Or Josh. Sorry.
God.
Josh Stout. Been drinking a little bit, buddy.
I see that.
Drinking just a little bit.
Little. I didn't have my Budweiser. I had my Bud Light tonight. Because you drank all that tonight?
That was a fool. Just a little bit.
Little bit. Is that what you do? A little bit?
Just a little bit. Hey.
It's all about having fun.
Accurate, I think, a little bit. Dude, that's all this podcast is about, man. I mean, I wish the viewers would show up here. And if they have any questions in the future, I'd love for them to join us.
Absolutely. It's always fun to have people call in and ask questions and talk shit to us. Gotta love it.
No, that's what I want. I'd love somebody to have a fucking beef against us. Because you know what? If we can't back our shit up, guess what? We're not worthy to be on here. But I think we're worthy to be on here because we also can stand our own ground.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, do we prove everything every time? No. But guess what? We're not fact checking everything.
What's fact checking?
We can? I don't know. Fact checking.
That ended when Trump took office. Let's be honest.
Fat. F-A-T.
Oh,
F-A-T.
fat.
Fat shaming.
Yeah, I mean, with my high blood pressure and high cholesterol, I was officially called fat at the doctor's office the other day.
Well, guess what, man? Soon we'll be seeing you tailgating, brother.
Yes, we will. All right. All right, that's enough for